Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan alongside my broadcast partner, Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. It's great to have you with us. Our starting lineups will look at the matchups here and who we'll see for our starting five for both teams.
Do it now.
First for the Thunder. Backcourt is Westbrook and Cephalosha. And in the paint, holding down the pivot, a physical and cruising big man at 6'10", Big Perk, Kendrick Perkins. And it's Durant, and it's Ibaka in at the 4. And for Miami, Chalmers and D-Wade are the guards. And playing at the 5, the always versatile 6'11" star big man, able to score inside and out, Chris Bosh. And it's LeBron James, and it's Haslam in at the power forward. Wade kicks to Chalmers. Dishes it to LeBron. Offensive rebound. He's again. He takes it up.
Nice.
Haslam's got the first points up on the board here for the Heat.
Good defense, but you gotta love the finish with the finger roll over the top.
Slams it in.
Serge Ibaka, of course, known for his shot blocking and defense when he first came into the league, but what I really think is starting to gain attention is his productivity offensively. I mean, last season he had a career high in scoring and field goal percentage.
Now let's send it over to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with Scott Brooks.
There are a lot of big names to deal with in this one, but perhaps none bigger than LeBron James. He told me planning for LeBron is a headache because he can do so much on the floor, saying there isn't a hole in his game. The only real way to slow him down is to get him working against himself. Physically, there is no answer for LeBron.
Thanks, Doris.
No.
Passes to Cephalosha.
I knew it.
Get good off the assist from Durant.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
And going back to Ibaka, you know, Steve, he's a tremendous finisher, as we all know, but he's not just a dunker. This guy has a terrific and much improved shooting touch.
Yeah, in a lot of ways, he's the X factor
on,
of this Thunder team. We know they're going to get scoring from Westbrook and Durant.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
And why not? I mean, the more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the rope.
And finished off by Westbrook. The rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Yeah, that is Showtime stuff right there. Major highlight reel material.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
You know, no denying it's been a heck of a run the last few years for the Heat, but you can't help but wonder if the impending 2014 summer of free agency could be the end of it all. The big three came together in a flash of lightning, it seemed, but it could end just as fast if one or all decide to opt out.
To halt the run.
Come on.
No luck. The Thunder have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. He dishes it to Cephalosha. Miami grabs the miss. And Clark, as you were saying, the trio of LeBron, Wade, and Bosh all have options in their contracts to become free agents in 2014. And Steve, you have to think that at least 1 or 2 of them might exercise that right.
Well, you know LeBron will, because he's the most underpaid athlete probably in the history of sports. He's worth 10 times what he makes. But it's going to be interesting to see what Miami does here the next couple of years with their roster.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
Bosh against Perkins. It's stolen by Ibaka. And here we go with Westbrook heading to the hoop. Finishes the break with a slam. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Oklahoma City?
Boy, their frenetic defense has really been impressive, putting a lot of pressure on ball handlers and turning them over.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunity. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
Oklahoma City leading by 8. Here's Cephalosha. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but their cutting, their movement together as a unit that's led to that.
LeBron kicks to Wade. Miami no good on that time either. And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball. Boom, he jams it straight down.
I love the aggressiveness with their approach, pounding the ball inside, and it's working.
They are owning this game early. They are constantly finding lanes to the basket.
LeBron kicks to Haslam. That's tipped. It's stolen by Ibaka. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Westbrook leading the charge.
Yeah, the defender draped all over it.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
The Thunder shooting their first free throws of this one. That's good from Durant. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Durant hits them both.
You know, he's as close to a sure thing as you can possibly have when he steps to the line.
The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Thunder out in front, leading by 14. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Bragging rights.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And a very convincing performance from the Thunder so far.
So difficult to get a shot off against this defense. They are really playing hard.
Yeah, they're playing hard, and they pride themselves on making it tough for their opponents.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Hi, guys. Well, LeBron James' game is so well-rounded, you might forget that he led the league in scoring back in 2008. He said, I've done that before. I'm capable of doing it, but that's not my job here. My job is to do a lot of everything, rebounding, passing, and defending. Guys, his versatility and completeness as a basketball player is what
Sink
makes
it in,
him so
man.
valuable
Come
to
on.
watch.
He can do it all, Doris. Pass, shoot, a special talent.
You know, with the recent success of Oklahoma City, you forget that in Kevin Durant's first season, they started out going 3-29, and I tell you what, you talk about their success, it's due to the resilience and perseverance and leadership of Kevin Durant and the rest of those guys.
Battier against Collison. Shot clock at 6. Jackson kicks to Lamb. Lets it fly. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Well, there is a culture of hard work, as Clark is talking about, and the perseverance for this Oklahoma City Thunder organization. Their star players, Steve, get a lot of credit, but it's the whole organization, don't you think?
No question. It's the culture that was set. Scott Brooks has continued to kind of establish that atmosphere in the locker room. And they have players who just want to work and want to get better. And when you have a large group of people all with that same approach, you're going to be very successful.
Now Jackson. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. That is good.
Just seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. That's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Cole.
Nice.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
You know, with so many high hopes, the Thunder seem to be everybody's pick to make it to the finals once again. They were so dominant throughout the regular season. Many thought it was a foregone conclusion, but the injury to Russell Westbrook kind of sidetracked all of that.
And back to the Thunder in the postseason. They did well to get by the Rockets after Westbrook injured his knee. But, Steve, they just didn't have the same dynamic punch when they later faced the Grizzlies. Ended up getting bounced out in the second round.
Well, it was a tough matchup for them because the Grizzlies are so good defensively. And when you take Westbrook out of the lineup, all of a sudden it changes everything. I thought Oklahoma City battled, but they just didn't have enough firepower without their point guard.
Wade dishes to Allen. The shot is off. Durant with some nice D.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
Well, the main thing is they haven't allowed many second chance opportunities. And that is always going to allow you to maintain your lead.
Got a piece of it.
Good.
Right side Durant. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Durant. Durant's got 3 assists now in this one.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Yeah, that's textbook basketball, just having their way.
Battier playing the small ball 4, a stretch 4 they call it as well. At 6'8", he's got the size and strength to step into that role when the matchup is right for him.
To the paint, Cole. Good ball movement here by the Heat. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And going back to Battier at the 4, he can play inside. He's got that, Steve, that little hook shot in the paint.
But the big thing is the reason you play him at the 4 is to stretch out the defense. Battier can shoot the 3 from anywhere on the floor. So if you put him at the 4, now all of a sudden the lane is wide open for his teammates, and it becomes much more difficult to cover the entire floor for the defense.
Serge Ibaka has checked in for Hasheem Thabeet. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, thank you. There was a lot of thought about how the Heat could improve after they lost to the Mavs in the 2011 NBA Finals. Many called for a veteran point guard, but the team felt comfortable with who they had. Coach Eric Spoelstra said, "We felt we had one of the younger point guard tandems in the league that we can build on and offer us championship minutes right now." They grew into that role and were a big part of their back-to-back titles. Spoelstra says they earned it with their hard work, and he couldn't be happier, guys.
All right, Doris. Wade passes to Allen. Fires the 3. Again, the miss by the Heat. The Thunder leading by 20. Pass to Lamb. This one for 3. Chris Bosh with the rebound.
In this quarter, he's really been off the mark. He just looks a little bit unsettled.
And then Wade slams it in.
Excellent communication between teammates on the alley-oop there.
And that's what you need to pull that off.
Well, both ends of that play, just fantastic.
Outside Jackson. Back to Durant. The 3. The offensive rebound. And Lamb kicks to Jackson. 17 seconds left to play here in the half. Lamb outside for Jackson. There's the dish to Lamb. And it's out of bounds to the Thunder as Oklahoma City retains possession. Just 3 on the clock. He got it up, and it's good. Hold on, the officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
A very important call here to make. It hopefully is pretty clear-cut here on the tape for the official. But from where I sit, this is really hard to say one way or the other.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Welcome to 2K Sports.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And we welcome you back with a beautiful view of downtown Miami and the sparkling American Airlines Arena. Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
I like that he didn't force anything in that first half. His decision-making was really flawless.
That being the case, Steve, I think they want him to be more assertive in the second half. Look to take more shots. Be a little more shot hungry, even the tough ones.
You know, that's one way he can finish, but not the only way. He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve.
The Heat have magnificent talent, but even coming off an NBA title, they had never put their name into the conversation of the great team until last spring when they went on that amazing 27-game winning streak.
Here's Bosh. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
Boy, the floor really opened up for him there.
It sure did. I mean, that was a very late reaction from the defense there.
Cephalosha kicks to Durant. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line. And for the Heat, they were staring right at the 72 Lakers win record, and I'm sure everyone remembers, but ultimately they would fall, Steve, to the Bulls after 27 consecutive wins.
Yeah, that streak to me was one of the great feats in NBA history. Winning 27 games in a row in the regular season, so difficult, but it showed you what the Heat were made of. They really were battling every night, and I thought that put them on a great run heading into the playoffs.
Bosch dishes to LeBron. Pass to Chalmers. From deep. Gets it to go. Chalmers has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Kevin, he does a great job of moving without the ball, and he gets a lot of good looks because of that movement. And as long as his teammates are setting screens and looking for him, he can be lethal from the outside.
And that is the key, Steve, but his release in those catch-and-shoot moments is also terrific.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter.
And Thabo Sefolosha, guys, you know he's from Switzerland. Last season enjoyed the best shooting of his career. He set career best in field goal percentage and three-point percentage. 48% and 43% respectively.
The shot by Westbrook. Hands the shot with nobody near him. Westbrook's got 12.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
Here's Haslam. Hangs in the air. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. And Clark, you mentioned Sefolosha, known as a wing defender, but it's encouraging, Steve, to see him shooting so well.
Yeah, and he's become more aggressive offensively, too. He really is a three-point shooter, kind of a spot-up guy. But, you know, at times last year, we'd see him go down on the block and post up smaller guards.
Down low. And LeBron throws it down.
Unselfish basketball on the interior. I love that, and you got to think the coaching staff does, too.
And there's a minute 45 left in the third quarter. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
You know, it wasn't that the Thunder were beating teams last season. Everybody expected that, but it was the way they were blowing out teams on such a regular basis that caught everybody's attention.
So here's Westbrook. He's got 12. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. The pass to Durant. 6 to shoot. And it's blocked by Bosch. One-on-one fast break. Good ball movement here by Miami. LeBron James on the wing. A three-pointer is right on target. LeBron's got 5 points now this quarter. And for the Thunder, they were blowing out teams on a regular basis, as you said, Clark, and ended plus 9.2 as the scoring differential in their games. Steve, easily the highest mark in the NBA.
Well, just think about that for a second, Kevin. I mean, that means your average game is almost a double-digit win. Not just wins, we're talking about all games. So that's the result of having an explosive offense, depth, and a tough defense. This was really a complete team, unfortunately derailed by the Westbrook injury.
You know, when something works for you, you stay with it. The Heat saw after the 2012 finals that small ball was very effective for them. You can see why they chose to do that, given how hard it is to find a power forward that can match up with LeBron. Makes good sense.
Wade with it, now guarded by Sefolosha. And here's Chalmers for 3. And again, Miami with the triple.
Well, after a horrible half of shooting, they've bounced back here in the second half and picked up their shooting percentage quite nicely.
Westbrook kicks to Sefolosha. And this match is really what made the offense go at times. Not only can Miami overpower you, Steve, you know, with their sheer talent at times, but if you're trying to guard a perimeter player with a big, you're going to be in trouble.
Well, some people still see small ball as a gimmick, but, you know, for Miami, it's different because you've got LeBron James playing the power forward. So it's not really small ball. He can rebound, he can defend, he can do everything. And so the Heat become a nightmare to guard at the other end, and you can rarely take advantage of them offensively.
And Bosch backs down.
Big play.
No good. Great D that time from Perkins.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number 1, this game is out of hand.
Exactly. I mean, the score is right where you'd expect it to be when the battle on the boards is that lopsided.
The 3 from Chalmers. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Thunder lead by... And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
And they continue to run and gun throughout the game, guys.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
The Thunder leading by 15. Here's Westbrook. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Well, the number one priority for a defense when you face this guy is to keep him getting anywhere from the basket because he's just so strong as a finisher.
Steve, the other thing is he's really an extremely skilled ball handler, too. He's got a little flash and dash to his game, that's for sure. You know, free throw shooting is always critical in terms of outcomes of games, and the Thunder last year often had an advantage at the line. Not only did they get there at a high rate, they made their free throws at a high rate as well.
Westbrook double team. He passes to Ibaka. Back to Westbrook. Feeds to Ibaka. He kicks it to Thabit. Plays it up and banks it in. And the Thunder lead by 20. Best shooting team at the free throw line last season by a good margin. Clark, you're right. The Thunder shot 83% as a team. Very nice percentage for any player, much less an entire team, Steve, and actually the third best for a team in league history.
And as we talked about earlier, Kevin, it wasn't just the makes, it was the attempts. I mean, this is a club that can slash and attack the basket. They finished second in the NBA in free throw attempts. So what a combination to be able to get to the rim, get to the free throw line, and then convert.
For three, Westbrook. Here's Collison.
Okay.
Anderson with the block. Shoots. And he banks in the layup. Anderson's got 4 this quarter.
Boy, he crashed the boards with purpose right there. Well-deserved second chance points for him.
Now here's Westbrook, defended by Cole. Collison with the screen for Westbrook. And Norris Cole's going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Heat. Haslam comes in for Chris Anderson. And it's Chalmers in for Norris Cole. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Perkins against Bosch. Shot clock at 5. Here's Durant. And the shot is long. The Heat trail by 16. It's LeBron with the drive. And a serious dunk to finish it off.
You know, guys, I would call that methodical but explosive. You know, he waits for the opportunity and then boom, right to the rack.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're up by 14. 1:58 left in the fourth. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hi, guys. I had a chance to find out what Scott Brooks was discussing with his players. He wants to make sure they stay assertive and aggressive on the offensive end, saying, I don't want to sit on this lead. Let's build on it and not give them a chance of coming back. Guys?
And as always, Doris, thank you. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. Durant attacking off his foot, and they're saying he kicked the ball. Westbrook kicks to Durant. The feed to Perkins. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock.
Hey,
They got off to a nice start, a good start in the first half. But they've fallen off a bit here in the second half, and I'm not quite
He's
sure
a banana.
why. Maybe they just need to pick up the intensity a bit.
Westbrook with it. Now defended by Mario Chalmers. Collison the pass to Westbrook. Collison with a screen on Chalmers. And Perkins backs in. A baseline J. Cannot hit. Good D by LeBron.
Well, I guess they can get them when they need them. That's a good job of getting to the miss.
Trying his luck deep. No good. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. 22 is their biggest lead. Durant dishes to Westbrook. 51 seconds left in the game. Back to Durant. Tries to snap the cold streak. It's hauled in by the Heat. And Haslam kicks to Wade. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there.
Hey.
Stolen by Bosch.
Boys.
Instant dividends. Fast break basket.
Yeah, that transition was immediate. Didn't waste a second getting out on the break.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, exactly. They got to be happy with the outcome here.
Elated, you're right. Ball's knocked loose. Tries to save it. And now Chalmers pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And a tough by LeBron.
You know, if this had come, he might have been able to get back in.
Yeah, but as it is, too little, too late.
Five seconds left in the fourth quarter. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might want to watch the